the Allegheny and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. That's deep for Olave. And this will be incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Carr. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he will score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Harris again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
In motion is Hill. On 1st and 10, Carr. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Play action now. It's Carr. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He'll get that one to Valdez-Scantling. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. The Saints out on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in! Taysom Hill! Touchdown, Saints! On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. He gets it to go. The Saints move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They go play action with Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Back is Carr. Into the hands of Valdez-Scantling. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Kamara. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Carr now. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and 7. The tight end Moreau is in motion. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Now Carr. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They put Wilson in motion. Second down, Carr. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Shaheed in motion. Now, second down throw from Carr. He'll get that to Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Carr. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Saints 17, Steelers nothing.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And that is incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Jamal Williams. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr working out of the gun. That one knocked away and incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
They'll go play action with Carr. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, New Orleans.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And It's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Carr now to throw on first down. Shaheed with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Carr now on second down. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First down throw for Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion is Hill. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Carr throwing on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now toss left side for Harris. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And they will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Demario Davis there on the play. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now,
a dive, and he's in! Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Now Carr. This one complete to Hill. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down, Carr. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
On first down, Carr. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now a give running left with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Pistol give to Kamara. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Paulson Adebo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.